Like Caitlin Clark is going viral after Stephen Curry was spotted rocking her signature sneakers last night during the Warriors basketball game. Guys, from this one,
Steph Curry recently made headlines when he wore Caitlin Clark's Nike Kobe 6 Player Edition shoes to a Warriors game. The very same pair that suddenly became the most popular footwear in the entire league. A.A. Wilson's reaction was completely insane. When the NBA's biggest star decides to wear a WNBA player's iconic sneaker during a game, it produces a major moment that no one expected, and the consequences are enormous. So, this is what I'm wondering. When basketball's most recognizable face starts sporting women's basketball shoes on the court, are we looking at real appreciation for the women's game or just calculated moves from someone who knows how to work the media cycle? Please share your ideas here because this circumstance is either unprecedented or completely staged.
Superstar. So none other than Stephen Curry was the latest player to rock Caitlin Clark PE sneakers. Now these ones right here are nice. I can't even lie. Steph Curry gets ready for tip-off in Caitlin Clark PE sneakers. Now he did a lot. He pre-gamed in them and he was shooting half-court short shots in them. But this right here lets you know how impactful the Caitlin Clark impact is, man. And these shoes are nice. I bet you Caitlin Clark picked out the colorway and everything. Bet money. Somebody said those.
Okay, let's go down what happened here because this whole affair has numerous layers that are quite insane. Steph Curry, perhaps the most famous player in basketball right now, strolled into a Warriors game wearing Caitlin Clark's Nike Kobe 6 Player Edition trainers. Not a random colorway from his collection, nor a generic pair from his signature line. Caitlin Clark's official player-exclusive shoes.
Headlines, man, as her sneakers is taking over the NBA. Now, these is player edition sneakers. Now, many people got into the comment section last week speaking about how Caitlin Clark's PE sneakers is only going viral because they're Kobe shoes. And we broke it all down, man. No disrespect to the great Kobe Bryant, but Caitlin Clark, her name hold weight, bro. And people was definitely supporting her that is peers in the NBA. And they definitely feel a certain type.
And interestingly, these appear to be more than just popular shoes. They are currently the most worn trainers in the entire league. Think about that for a minute. In a world where players earn millions of dollars from signature shoe contracts and specialized brand collaborations, where footwear alliances practically support whole careers and leave enduring legacies, Caitlin Clark's Kobe 6 have somehow become the default pick throughout the basketball industry. That is absolutely not normal. That is not usual operating procedure. That is completely unheard of for someone who is still establishing her professional career.
A lot of talk about Caitlin Clark being an amazing shooter and just someone we're watching. Have you spoken to her? Do you know her? What do you think?
I've been watching from afar and understanding just how much of a power she is out there on the court. The cool part is the way that she plays and her range and the level of difficulty on her shots is obviously a very close comparison to the way that I play.
I was going to say Caitlin Clark's been compared to you.
Yeah, but I think it almost robs her of like the rest of her game because she's such a good floor, she has her overall, floor game. She's racking up, close to triple doubles every night. And her shooting ability is, it's her superpower, but the rest of her game is as polished as that. And so it's must-see TV. I love what it is done for, women's basketball in terms of when she shows up, the seats are filled.
Caitlin Clark is widely regarded as an exceptional shooter and someone to keep an eye on. Have you spoken with her? Do you know her? What do you think? I mean, I've been watching from a distance. And recognizing how powerful she is on the court. The interesting thing is that the way she plays, her range, and the difficulty of her shots are obviously very similar to the way I play. I was about to say Caitlin Clark compared to you. Yeah, but I believe it almost detracts from her overall game because she's such a fantastic floor player. She's getting close to triple-doubles every night, and while her shooting ability is her superpower, the rest of her game is just as refined. So it's a must-see show. I admire what it has done for women's basketball because when she shows there, the seats are full.
Grew up watching Steph. To me, he's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But I was also a kid that grew up getting to watch him, and I think he's really changed the way basketball is being played. Maybe at times, me and him both, kids shouldn't always just go and chuck a bunch of threes, but that's what makes the game so exciting and what he's been able to do throughout his career. he's really changed basketball, and everybody that's ever met him knows how good of a person he is too. So it's cool to be here. Like, he's somebody I certainly.
And now that Steph has decided to wear them, it adds a completely new level of recognition and focus that you simply cannot buy. Because when the Warriors franchise player, a 4-time champion and the greatest shooter basketball has ever seen, choose your shoes, it's an endorsement that changes everything. However, it is AJA Wilson's response that makes this story truly remarkable. She reportedly lost it over this moment, and her reaction conveys all about what this means to the women's basketball world. A Wilson is the WNBA's current MVP. She is a champion. She is one of the league's most unstoppable forces, and she recognizes the significance of an NBA legend publicly supporting a WNBA player. That demonstrates how uncommon and significant this time is. Because, let's be honest, NBA stars wearing WNBA players' sneakers during real games is almost never seen. We constantly view it the opposite way around. WNBA players frequently wear signature shoes from NBA icons. That's perfectly typical. However, this approach is entirely novel. And it wasn't like Steph tossed them on for practice or a casual exercise where few cameras would notice. He wore them during an official game on national television, where millions of fans would see them, every camera would capture them, and social media would explode with reactions. That is purposeful, planned, and makes a statement. So, what message is actually being made here? Is this genuine affection and respect for all Caitlin Clark stands for? Is this a premeditated performance by someone who knows just how much buzz this will generate? Because let's not pretend Steph Curry doesn't fully comprehend how media works. This person has been dealing with celebrity and public attention for almost 10 years. He is quite aware that donning Caitlin Clark sneakers would dominate headlines. He knows it will go viral on social media. He knows it will generate debates on every basketball podcast and platform. So, is this genuine support? Or is this purposeful brand building intended to make him appear progressive and supportive while demanding no sacrifice from him? I'm honestly divided about this because my cynical side observed the performance aspect. Steph donning these shoes for a single game generates a lot of positive publicity. He receives recognition for supporting women's basketball. He receives recognition for promoting Caitlin Clark. He may brand himself as an advocate without having to undertake any of the rigorous effort that true advocacy requires. But the positive part of me sees something major occurring here. Maybe Steph actually appreciates what Caitlin Clark has accomplished. Perhaps he truly wants to use his power to promote women's basketball. Maybe this is his method of communicating, but I notice you, I cherish you, and I want others to feel the same way.